Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, Bambino. Welcome to this week's Top 3 Thursday, and big one today. We're gonna do my top 3 fighting games on the PlayStation 4, Bambino. And what a, only honourable mentions, what an amazing system the PlayStation 4 has turned out to be, especially for fighting games, you know. So, there won't be, in case you're wondering, these are my physical games as well, okay? So there won't be any remasters or remakes, you know, like King of Fighters 2002, for example. That doesn't qualify. It's got to be a game that originally came out on the PlayStation 4 as well, okay? But yeah, looking at my, well, this are some of my honourable mentions. Getting strong now, see? I've got collections. One amazing console it's been for fighting game collections. I've got a couple of big box games, special editions to show you. Yeah, so this should be fun. I don't need half an excuse to talk about my fighting game collection, especially on the PlayStation 4. I think the PlayStation 4 could go down as one of the best generations of fighting games. I can argue are we back in the golden age of fighting games? You know, I think we were. Was it 1995? I did run science. I can't remember what the best year was. So the 90s was a big, awesome time for the fighting game community. But we could be back there. We're definitely going in the right direction anyway, with Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 coming out in 2023. Oh my god, we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Right, so I got my honourable mentions then. I'll do them first, get them out of the way. They're in no particular order, but some really good games here. A couple of not so good games. Anyway, let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, so Injustice. This came out on, I think this was an early title, and I think this is available, I'm pretty confident this is available on the PS3 as well. There's another one or two games like that. Like I know Dead or Alive 5 is on the PS3 as well, isn't it? But yeah, good game. Very good game, actually. It's massively overshadowed by the sequel to it. But yeah, this is quite, I think, £6, something like that. You can probably pick that up in CX. As far as I'm aware, don't be writing it down and complaining in the comments. Oh, you're wrong. You're out by £3.97. Now I don't know how much it is, but I think I paid around about the £6 mark. You know, so yeah, check that game out. Most of these games I'm gonna recommend, unless I say I don't recommend it. Okay. Another new game. Right, let me just make sure. These are very confusing names on these games. I think. This is the one I had. So Under Night In Birth, or known in the fighting game community as Uni, short for Under Night In Birth. And I got some fucking random names. No, this is the one I had. Under Night In Birth, exe late cl-r. That's actually what the game's called. Look at this. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And then I think this was the vanilla version of it. So I've recently picked this one up, but I could be getting confused. But if you're a fan of the Blaze Blue games, this is kind of that kind of pace, 2D anime fighting game. This one's got, they're both made by Arc System Works, so you know what you're getting into. If you like Guilty Gear, these are better, in my opinion, than Guilty Gear. Even, which one? Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. I prefer these. And the one I had was on my watch list on Amazon. I think I paid something like £5 for it, brand new, obviously through Amazon, and it's worth every penny. I have no idea how much these games are going for now. I think I paid £8 for that about 6 weeks ago when I was in Cardiff. They just had it in CX. I thought I'll pick it up, and I haven't got around to checking it out yet. Okay. Awesome game alert. Soul Calibur 6, Bambino. I like it so much, I bought 2. So I've got the Steelbook version as well. Yeah, that is a fucking stunning one, isn't it? I was quite late to the party with this, and there was something. I've said it before, so Soul Calibur 2 was my introduction to the franchise. Amazing. I don't think I had Soul Calibur 3 back in the day. Then I went to Soul Calibur 4. I had that on the PS3 when it came out. Loved it. And my expectation was too high for Soul Calibur. Oh, excuse me. My expectation must have been a bit too high for Soul Calibur 5. Now I've watched documentaries. Apparently it was rushed, or they moved the release date forward or something like that. And maybe you can tell it does look a little bit rushed. This isn't the perfect game as well, mind. Some of the presentation of the game could be a lot better on this game, but the actual gameplay is perfection, right? But yeah, so I didn't buy this game. I thought maybe, I'm done with the Soul Calibur games. 2 and 4 is enough for me. And then I watched a stream, so shout out Ren from Great Men Taking Over the World, or actually all the great men. Shout out all the great men from my favourite YouTube channel, Great Men Taking Over the World. They did like I think it was like a live stream of all the guys playing this when it first came out. But it was like they were having like a party, and you could see it was like a really well done video. Just had the camera rolling, and just the boys were messing around with it, taking it in turns, figuring out the roster and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it. And I thought, I'll have a look. And I think I paid £20 for it on Amazon. It's much cheaper than that now. You're probably in CX less than £10. It's a masterpiece, guys, right? Definitely pick this game up. My favourite character in the game by Geralt's good. Geralt, I got perfect aim second time. But Tubi is perfection. She is my favourite guest character of any fighting game. She's even better like Nakaruru now. She's just come into King of Fighters 15. Tubi in this game is so much fun, okay? She got it all. She's got the looks. She's got the range, the speed, the flashy moves. She's cheap. Everything I love in a fighting game, she ticks every single box, So, I'm singing the praises of this game. It probably number 5 in my favourite. It is in my top 5, coming in at number 5 in my top 5. But that's how good the top 3 games are, right, on this system. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. This is a good laugh, I had fun when we did my series around the world of 80 fighting games. I was going to skip this game, but I remember I was so excited for King of Fighters 15. Then they released, there was a press conference or something. I thought it was another trailer. I loved all the hype around it. Every week they were launching a new character, and they'd do like a silhouette, and you'd think, all right, who's that? And everybody would be guessing, or who could this? Some were really obvious, but the way they're posing, it was quite clever how they done it. And it was a very well put together. It was really good about creating the hype for the game. Anyway, so they did another like press release or something. They said, it's not going to be ready when we thought, so we can postpone it or delay the release date. And I was gutted, but I understand it. I'd rather them do it, release the game when it's ready. Don't do a Cyberpunk, do you know what I mean? Because you could destroy the franchise. I've got a lot of respect for SNK. So fair play for them for doing that, making the brave decision, because I was playing all the open betas and stuff, and I liked it. I thought it was good to go from what I could tell, but so I was disappointed, but then I was just in the mood for a new SNK game, so that's why I bought this. I saw it on eBay. I was going to go all out. It was for 80 quid. There was the collector's edition, which came with not the Terry Bogard Fatal Fury hat, but said Fatal Cuties. I was going to buy that collection, but no, I'm glad I went this way rather than going that way. I don't know. This isn't the cheapest game either. I think it's all female characters apart from one male character, if I remember right. But Terry Bogard's in it as a woman. It's a weird game, okay? But there's much better SNK games on the PlayStation 4. But if you're a collector like me, I've said this before, it's a good laugh, If my mates come over, my imaginary friends, we stick it on and we'll have a laugh with it, Awesome game alert. Samurai Showdown. Or as this, I call it Sam Show 2019. Did it come out? Or was it? I think it was 2019. What am I getting muddling up? Was it 2006? No, I think it was 2019 this came out. One of the best looking games on the PlayStation 4. Looks spectacular on the PlayStation 5. Nakaruru's my favourite character, then Harumaru. But it's a very different pace. It took me a while to adjust to the pace. I think the best I've ever done is I can finish someone off in 4 hits. It's if you say you're done with Street Fighter for a bit, you think, I fancy a break. You're still in the mood for a fighting game that's different. This is a different game, okay? As if that makes any sense. I've got, finally now, I paid the waiting game. I've got all the DLC characters. I bought them all when they went in sale. And I think this is on the Nintendo Switch as well. So fair play if it runs it smooth on there. But another game I strongly recommend. Okay, I recommend a lot of games. I don't recommend the next game, Omen of Sorrow. This was another one that was on my Amazon watch list for ages. And I made the mistake. I should have gone the YouTubers, the trusted YouTubers. I should have watched their videos. But it just stayed in my watch list. And it was like 20 quid. And I went down to $14.99. And then I paid $11.99. It dropped again. And then it sells you on when it's on your wish list on Amazon. It says it was like $19.99 when you added it to your wish list. It's now $11.99. So I think it was like a flash sale. I don't know how much it goes for now. And the mistake I made was I was reading all the Amazon reviews. So the user reviews. Normally they're pretty good. But it was more of a casual fighting game. I think they were basically saying it's better than Street Fighter, but they were probably comparing it to Street Fighter 1 or something. Street Fighter 1's better than this. I played this. This was episode 1 of my Around the World with 80 fighting games. And it wasn't the worst game I played, but it was in the top 5 worst games. It was my most disappointing. I was expecting, after reading the customer reviews, it to be like a mix between Mortal Kombat and Darkstalkers. That's from what I could tell. That's where my expectation was. I had quite a lot of 5 out of 5 star reviews, you know. But like you had the Morrigan looking characters, the Lilith looking characters, and it was, I don't know. I don't recommend it. If you find it for a $5 maybe, or $4.99, $4.99, $5, nah. If you can get it for under a $5, check it out, make your own mind up. But I don't recommend it. Nitro Plus Blasters, a game I've only played once. I did it on my series Around the World of 80 fighting games. There's a shitload of characters in it. I confused this with another game. I really enjoyed it. It gave me Under Night in Birth vibes, okay? But I think this is the one with the final boss. It's weird mechanics. It spoiled my fun with it, and it makes me not want to go back to it. The Japanese arcade hit in ultra equal smooth 2D glory. 32 plus characters. I don't know, it does make a difference when you know anything about any of the characters. But it's okay. I didn't pay much for it. Again, under a tenner, maybe. I haven't had my money's worth because I've only played it the once, you know. But look how good some of the games are. You know, it's a bit of a pecking order, unfortunately, on my collection. Goodish game alert. I had a love-hate relationship with this game. So, Mortal Kombat XL. The problem I've got with Mortal Kombat, and I remember when I was living up in Carlisle, I was quite a little bit late to buying it. So I bought Mortal Kombat because I got wind of the Predator and the Xenomorph or the Alien DLC. First DLC I ever bought, right? And I think I paid $7.99 or something for the 2 of them. And I bought them and had a ton of fun. And within a month, this came out. So I had those characters on there anyway. And I think I paid £30 for my fucking pre-owned copy of Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10. And this came out and it was 30 quid brand new, Mortal Kombat XL. You can argue I should have done my research, but I was just pissed off. I thought, fuck's sake, so I'd paid more and I only had those 2 characters, but I didn't have all the other fucking characters. This is better gameplay though than Mortal Kombat 11. The reason I haven't got Mortal Kombat 11, it's here, on the PS4. I did have it. It was one of the first games I got. The first 2 games I bought when I got back into current gen games was Street Fighter 5 and Mortal Kombat 11. But I've traded that in because I got the PS5 still sealed. 30th anniversary. I just wanted to do something. I use this with my voucher when I won Employee of the Month in work. They give me Amazon vouchers, so I thought, yeah, fuck. So I had that for free, basically. I'm going to open it. It's a stunning looking steelbook in there. But I haven't got around to playing it. And I've watched the movie. I've got the movie on my iTunes anyway, so I'll probably watch that tonight, actually. Yeah, good shout. We shall watch that tonight. But anyway, yeah, going back to this, the actual gameplay, the speed and stuff of this game is much better. The story is almost perfection on Mortal Kombat 11. No? It's my favourite story mode in any fighting game of all time. Off the top, yeah, it probably is. I was engrossed in that story, right? There's a couple of cool fight scenes in this, but visually as well, this looks fantastic. All the Mortal Kombats, whenever they've come out, the graphics have always been really impressive. This wowed me, but then when I saw Mortal Kombat 11, I was like, wow. Do you know what I mean? It's almost perfection, the characters and stuff like that. But my main gripe with Mortal Kombat 11, I may as well talk about that as well then, is Goro. You can't play as Goro. Goro's in it as a rotting corpse in the background on his throne in one of the fucking stages. That's it. It's like, oh, come on. He's my favourite character in the franchise, you know. Why have you got to do my boy like that? But yeah, Mortal Kombat XL. Don't make the mistake a lot of people make. If you are on the fence and you're thinking of buying this game, go for the XL version. It's about £4 more expensive. I think Mortal Kombat 10 is normally around about the £8. Last time I checked on, like, I'm just going on like CEX prices, but then for £4 more, for 12 quid, this is the one you want, and the characters are on the disc, so you get all the extra characters. All right, it's definitely worth that extra money. Okay. I like this game, and it's not in the fighting game community. It's not very popular. It's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I was ridiculously late to the party on this, and I paid, I think it was on offer. I had, do you know Amazon do these like offers that expire, or like they send you like a thing. If you spend over a certain amount of money, you get, I think it was, if you spend over £15, you get £5 off or something like that. And it's like only available for the first 1,000 people that claim it. So basically I bought this and a book. I bought this was like 15 quid or something, but it worked out. I paid just under £9 for it, £8 something, £8.97 or something like that. So I thought, okay, I'll buy it. And the other thing, I checked on CX, if I didn't like it, I could get about 11 or 12 quid trading at the time. So I thought, okay, I'm going to CEX anyway. This will arrive the next day, so I can play it for a couple of days. If I don't like it, I can get more money. So from a business point of view, it made sense to trade it in. But I really enjoyed it. It's an absolute cheek to charge £40, £50 or whatever this came out with the roster that this has got. I haven't even looked at all the DLCs. I think that was what people, a lot of people had problems with how it looked. I've got no problem. I like the look of this game. I'm not saying this was the best looking game. People criticise how Chun-Li looked. I like the way, she's not the best. While we're talking about Chun-Li, my favourite Chun-Li is probably Alpha Chun-Li. Anyway, going back to this, I didn't like the final boss. It's nowhere near as good as Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Let's be fortunate then, they didn't call this Marvel vs. Capcom 4. And where the fuck is Marvel vs. Capcom 4 as well? Come on, boys, sort it out. But I recommend it for the right price. If you see this for around about £8, for what I got it for, yes, it's not going to change your life. It will make you want to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because that's what it does with me. I haven't done the story mode yet, so I'll have a look, you know, but I don't regret buying it, put it that way. Nice steelbook alert. King of Fighters 14. So it comes with the Steelbook. I have shown this off on the channel before. Went all out with this. This is the problem this game's got, right? It's the sequel to the best King of Fighters game of all time, so everybody knows, it's a fact. The best King of Fighters game of all time is King of Fighters 13. So it's got big boots to fill, hasn't it, you know? So, and unfortunately, it did fall short. Visually, it's amazing. It's almost as good as King of Fighters 15. God, I forgot which one I was talking about then. Roster, it's so good. Nakaru's already in it. I talk about it because she's my favourite Sam Show character. King's in it. It's a very good game, you know. There's loads of different modes and stuff. I think this goes for a little bit more money now because it's the Steelbook. The thing with King of Fighters games, like from the PS3 onwards, you never see them in the wild. It's because, or my theory is, people don't sell them or trade them in because they're so good. I'm never going to sell this because it's so good. Yes, if I'm going to play King of Fighters, like if I do my SNK Sunday, I probably am going to do it today, and I'm going to do it on the PS4, PlayStation 5. I'm going to play fucking King of Fighters 15, and because I love that game at the moment. But yeah, it's still worth it. If you see it under £15, yeah, take the jump and buy it. One of the best Guilty Gear games, Xrd Rev 2. And I think they've announced now that they're going to be doing rollback netcode. I've traded in Strive. That was I rarely buy a game on launch, right? And Strive, I had it on launch. A day or two, Amazon fucked my order up, and I was crying, very emotional. But they looked after me. They chucked me some extra stuff. So the DLC pre-order thing, they made sure I had that. And they refunded me quite a bit of what I paid for it, for the inconvenience, because fair play, and I didn't have to ask for any of that. I was just pissed off with them. Anyway, so going back to this game, this is much, much better game compared to Strive. You can argue, yes, this is like the complete edition of Xrd. But yeah, visually, it's very, very impressive game. Another Arc System Works game. So again, if you like the Blaze Blues... No, I would say I prefer the Blaze Blues. No, I think I prefer this one to the Blaze Blues. Guilty Gear, Soul Bad Guys, my main in that. Another Arc System Works game. You can argue this is one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 4 in my opinion. Can you see the graphics? I just got a feeling. I don't think it's expensive at the moment. I know it didn't sell that well. This came out around about when lockdown and stuff was happening, isn't it? It was very unfortunate when they launched it. So they were going to do a lot of tournaments as part of the hype and stuff like that. So of course they cancelled all tournaments unless you were doing online tournaments, you know. So it's another Arc System Works game. It's got RPG mode, and I haven't given this game the love it deserves. But every time I boot it up, install it on my console, it does impress. Some of the stages are spectacular. Yes, if you're a fan of like your anime fighters, it doesn't get any better visually than this. I don't know what it is. I haven't. Maybe it's because the characters, there isn't, like, you got Soul Bad Guy, for example, is another Arc System Works game. He's my guy. I haven't got a main in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's something missing. I can't put my finger on it. I do recommend it. I do like watching tournaments or tournament level fighting on it because some of the visually it's a masterpiece. You know, it looks really cool, over the top, but it's right up my alley. There's just something missing. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've played this yet. BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend. I think this is a cheap pickup. You can pick this up. I think I paid £4, but I had to pay for delivery on this. Again, all the BlazBlues are made by Arc System Works. I don't know, I haven't played it yet, so I can't. This is probably the only game, yes, the only game here I haven't actually played. But I just bought this. I was the next game made me buy this basically because the next game's so much fun. So yeah, I can't say much more because I haven't played it yet. So this is Blaze Brew Cross Tag Battle. I went for the special edition. It's got like a little art book in there. It's like the extra. It's not a sleeve. It's like an extra cardboard box. Do you know what I mean? But this game is nuts, and there's characters in this from Ruby, isn't there? So that's where. Includes there's loads of extra shit in there. The presentation's fantastic. Yes, you can play. I haven't got it on the cover. It doesn't look like much fun. He is bonkersly fun. You can play as the Blitz tank. So one is tag teams, so in the name, isn't it? Cross tag battle. Under Night in Birth characters are in there as well. This is a real. I'm surprised this hasn't got a bigger following, but it's a really good game to get people into the other games. So like if you come in from Under Night in Birth, then you play this, and then like you start playing with, obviously you're going to stick to what you know, and then you think, oh, I'll try some of the Blaze Blue characters, and it'll get you into that franchise. So kind of what happened with me, you know, because I was the Under Night uni guy, the Under Night in Birth, and then when I saw that Ruby, I was like, oh, right, so they're the characters from that anime. So yeah, definitely recommend. I have no idea if this is expensive, but yeah, definitely recommend that. I didn't pay much for this. I think the special edition is around about the same price. I had this on Amazon brand new about 6 to 8 months ago. But I just got too many games. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it every time I play it. Okay, we'll do the next two together. So Dead or Alive 5, this is the last round. So this Dead or Alive 5 came out on the PS3 and obviously on the PS4. Much better though in my opinion is Dead or Alive 6. Visually everything is better about it. It's quite, dare I say, an easy game. Easy to just pick up and play. I think I finished arcade mode and I hadn't played it for 2 years or something. I haven't been anywhere near my console. But these games, right, especially Dead or Alive 6, you can spend a fortune. You pick the game up cheap. I think I've seen it on the PlayStation Store for free. So the game itself, it's got enough content. I paid less than £10 for this, if memory serves. About £8. Happy days. But then you can spend, there's DLCs for like $32.99 and just costumes. It's like, and then there's another one, $32.99 costumes. You can spend hundreds of pounds for the costumes, and I'm the costume guy, right? I love all that shit, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm not going there because, first of all, I don't play the game enough, but yeah, I won't have any money left, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do recommend both of them, but if you see the both, I preferred that one, 6 to 5. Very good game. Not many people have heard of this. Is Blade Strangers. Now, when I played this, or how I got into this, I post a lot of shit. Not as much as I used to on my Instagram, okay? But every night, I probably do like 10 posts a day on Instagram. I was the Instagram, especially during lockdown. Everything I was doing, even I got into gardening, posting stuff about that. But then I just started sharing fighting game stuff, and then a lot of fighting game fans started following me, so I followed them back. And someone was posting about this game, and I'd never heard of it, and it was just the gameplay. And I'd seen Isaac, and I've seen Shovel Knight. I recognised them. I got Shovel Knight on the 3DS. So that was the one I heard of and played. But I know what Isaac was. But basically, it's like a lot of all indie games. The main character is in a fighting game. And it fucking works. The specials are so impressive visually. And it's not just one special per character. I think there's 2 or maybe 3 specials per character. It's an easy game to pick up and play. It's really good fun. Visually, it's over the top, but it's not too much. Or it's not like what was that game I couldn't keep up with because I'm too old? Oh, the Dragon Ball game. Fucking hell. I got to the final boss and I thought my character was thrown that way, and it turns out he was down there. It was too much for me. I'm too old for that shit. Like, it's not that level, but yeah, I do recommend that. And it came with the manual. It came with a little key ring as well. I think this a good full colour manual as well, I will add. An interchangeable cover. And this is the stand. This isn't a special edition. This is how it comes, right? But it's what was I going to say? Yeah, Amazon, but you got to be prepared to wait. They're not like in your local Amazon warehouse. I think they imported and stuff like that. It's normally it's not going to come tomorrow if you order it. Or it was something like 3 weeks I had to wait for this, but it was worth the wait. I've got that in my collection forever, you know. Yeah, so it's a good game, a very good game. I paid $32.99. How I can remember that? It was $32.99 for it. You might have to pay shipping as well, even if you're a Prime member. I can't remember, but it's it's a very good fun game. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to change your life, but it's a good party game for when your mates come around, and it's a good fun game. Okay, this is a game, quite a new game in the collection. Blade Arcus from Shining EX. Now, what's unique about this game is you can't buy this on the PlayStation Store. This is imported from Japan, but I actually bought this off a UK seller who had it, and it was dirt cheap for what it is. At the time, I had my eye on it for a while. Again, it's the Shining Force or Shining series, and then they put all the characters and made it obviously a fighting game. This one here, I can't remember her name. I haven't played it for months. She's a character just for this. I wouldn't have known any different, but from what I can gather, the story mode's in it. It starts off really easy, like the first 3 rounds. Like, I think the first round I ever played, I've done a couple of videos on this on my channel. I think I got a couple of perfects, but then it goes harder as you progress. It gets very hard, and I think it was this game. It's quite brutal. It's no continues. So if you have a game over, it's game over. You can't continue. So it's quite brutal, right? I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is made by Sega as well, but you might have to. I think it goes for quite a lot of money. But I paid the seller. I can't remember his name. What stands out? He's from Carlisle, and I used to live in Carlisle. He's always got really cool stuff. I've had King of Fighters 2002. I bought off him as well. So how he gets this stuff? Some of the stuff he's got sealed as well, but very competitive prices. I think I paid £25 for that, free postage. I was like, buy. I couldn't buy it quick enough, and it didn't disappoint. It's a fantastic game, that is. Okay, so they're my standard games. I'll do my collections, and before we do my collections, we'll do these two then. I briefly mentioned King of Fighters 2002. So this might have a shout again in my top 3, but it's obviously this came out on the PS2, didn't it? The vanilla version of it, and the Neo Geo. I always forget how many fighters there are. I think it's 43 or 46 characters in the roster. This is almost fighting game perfection as far as I'm concerned. The final boss is a typical SNK, cheap as fuck. But the funny thing with this, I've got this on digital already, and that seller up in Carlisle, I think it's Stuff by Daz is his name. So shout out Stuff by Daz. I think so I could have just made that up. But when you got the special games, you want to get a physical. Like, I really want something physical of Melty Blood. That would be in my top 3 fighting games of all time on the PlayStation 4. But it's only in digital. Do you know what I mean? If you want a Korean version of that, I think it only came out in Korea. If you want a physical copy of that, you're looking, I'm not exaggerating, £250 plus. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. One day I'll have one, you know, maybe. But then this is more of a showpiece, you know. It's in fantastic, I can argue, mint condition. But I don't ever put that disc in because I got the digital copy anyway. But I fucking love that game. Speaking of fucking love that game, Garou Mark of the Wolves, baby. I went all out on this bad boy. I think they call it the shock boxes. Again, it's got the game in there. But it's sealed, so don't panic. Same as King of Fighters 2002. I've got the digital copy. So again, I love the game so much. I saw this on eBay going for... It wasn't cheap, but it was... I made sure I won that bid, let me tell you. I wasn't. And I remember with my imaginary friends, so shout out Chris, we were in the gym. And I'm one of the guys that I don't go to the gym to be on my phone. My phone would be in my pocket, just in case somebody wanted to phone me. Some people go to the gym and they're on the phone in between sets and stuff. Nah, but the bid was ending while I was supposed to be in the gym that evening, so I was that guy. So it's the only time I've ever been in the gym and been on my phone. I was watching that bid. I thought, I'll chuck another 20 quid on just to make sure I get it. This was coming home with me. And I won it. So it looks fantastic on my shelf. The only thing, it's the only one of these Neo Geo shock boxes I've got. I'd love to have the full collection. But like I know they do King of Fighters 2002. That's over £100. I would love to have, they do King of Fighters 2000. There's a couple of them on eBay. I'm tempted, but that's my pride and joy. Okay, so they're my like remake games, and these are kind of remakes, but they're done as a collection. And how lucky are we to be living in a time where on one disc, 12 games, arcade Street Fighters on one disc. What an amazing time to be alive, you know, and that Capcom Fighting Collection, oh my god. Still can't believe we've got that, you know. So obviously I play Street Fighter, the first one, quite a lot. And Ryu, it looks hilarious with his little red slippers on. They're slippers, they're not shoes. And when he does his spin kick, it just looks so funny. But what a difference between Street Fighter to Street Fighter 2. Do you know what I mean? And every other version that came out after, like Street Fighter 2... Super Street Fighter 2, etc, you know. My favourite game on this is probably Alpha 3, I gotta be honest. And when it says, it's Third Strike, my favourites are probably Alpha 2 or Alpha 3. But it reminds you then how brutally hard the original Street Fighter, especially Street Fighter 2, the arcade, were fucking hard. Even on the lower difficulty, they're fucking... But how lucky are we to have games like that exist now. Another one, Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection. Can you imagine how expensive it would be to buy all those games for the Neo Geo? And you've got that. This goes sometimes digital, less than £4. It's nuts to think how cheap it is and what you're actually getting. And it's not just the games. These are the arcade perfect versions of the games. You've got the art galleries. These come with like museum art galleries and concept art and all that shit. They're packed with content. I'd buy just a disc of the artwork for good money, but it's all in there. Like, do you know what I mean? These are brilliant value for money. These are, and I did mention it briefly, but the Capcom Fighting Collection. Bit pissed off with. I was so hyped. This was probably the most hyped. I was more hyped for this than I was for King of Fighters 15, and it didn't look like I was going to be able to get it on launch day. This is Swiss Teen. This is through Amazon, but Amazon had to get it shipped over from America. It's as if the fighting game communities, I don't think we're a niche kind of game. But then when I go to work, I go, what are you into? What games do you play? Yeah, I'm a big gamer. I play Call of Duty and FIFA every single year. What are you into? Final Fantasy. Yeah, not meant. Maybe it is niche, but to me, I hang around with like the gaming community, fighting game community on social media a lot. And I was so counting down the days, and it didn't look even on the PlayStation Store. I did a rant about it. There was no information about it. Like now they put early they put Street Fighter 6 on, but for this, it was like as if it's just some shitty little game. I wasn't even sure. I thought they were going to delay it, or were we even going to get it digitally? That's the word. I can say some words. But yeah, so Cyberbots, Night Warriors, Gem Fighter is so much fun. I think it's aimed at kids. But that's a really good game to play on Christmas. A lot of the backgrounds have got Christmas themes. And it's just packed with Easter eggs on every single stage, and I really do appreciate a good stage in my fighting games. But yeah, I would give that a 10 out of 10, this game, right? This as a collection. I give them all a 10 out of 10, actually. But like, how lucky are we to have all those games in one collection? Do you know what I mean? Or 3 collections. But that's thousands of pounds worth of content, in my opinion, on there. So I show a game, I would say. So what did I say? My number 3 game. Sorry, my number 5 would probably be Soul Calibur 6. My number 4 would be Injustice 2. So I've got the big box special edition. It's got the movie and all that shit in there, right? The movie's still sealed. I'm not interested. I've got the Schneider cut of that movie. I've watched that and it was terrible. And then isn't it mad? The director's cut could be so different. It's vastly different, isn't it? And it's not amazing, but it's a very good film. If you're into this, it's some people's favourite film of all time, and more power to you. But yeah, I have got it on iTunes. It came with a pin badge and magnet. Let's have a look at that magnet, because I'll look at it later. I got a fridge now. I'm an adult now. I got my own kitchen appliances. I can stick it on there. But it's Batman. I'm not a big fan of Batman. I never have been. But what a game! And my favourite thing. So if you're going to buy this game, Tony's tip of the day: go for the Legendary Edition. It's about £4 as far as I'm aware. More expensive, but you get the Ninja Turtles. This one character. But say I like to play as Leonardo, and then you can like call in Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello to do like projectile moves and stuff. It's perfection, and visually you can see like the shoulder muscle. They're massive in the turtles. You can see like not sweat or like because they're like wet. You can see the shine coming out. Oh, it's done top quality. Probably up there with the best looking games on the PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5 at the moment. Really good story mode. I love the fact that it's packed with content. You can level up your characters. It's got those like, dare I say, not loot boxes kind of thing, but that style. I can't remember what they're called. You unlock them and it unlocks new gear, but not necessarily for like the turtles. I've maxed them. They go up to each character can go up to level 30. I might do a series where I eventually, my goal, a hell of a challenge this will be, to get every single character in the game up to level 30. Wow, I don't know if that's been done before, but that's months, if not years of fucking commitment. Even like Cheetah, all the... Hello, whoa, Rossi's here. One sec. Watch your head now. You coming up? Come say hello. You want to... Oh, hello. Sorry, you missed my microphone last time, didn't you? There he is. Come to say hello. There's my dog, Rossi. He doesn't... You're normally good with the photo, aren't you? Your poser. Can I have a kiss? Woo! That was nice. You okay? I thought you were sleeping downstairs. Dad's making a video. He's been very good boy today. Been running today, haven't we, boy? Yes, we have. Sorry. Right, got your head. Good boy. Good boy. Oh no, my microphone thing's come off. Sorry. This fucking thing's come off. I hope the audio's okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we've always got time for Rossi on my channel. Yeah, so that game would be number 4. And how amazing is that game? And it's not in my top 3. Okay then, are we ready? Hope you're sitting down. Some of you probably worked out, but my number 1 has changed, okay? Due to some developments over the last couple of days, alright? So, let's go. Number 3 then, Tekken 7. What an amazing game. I never thought I'd see the day where I prefer to play Tekken over Soul Calibur. I've always liked both franchises, but on every other system, Soul Calibur, I've preferred Soul Calibur. I like the weapons and stuff like that. I prefer the characters. But there's something about this. It's packed with content. I play it like whenever I do Tekken Tuesday, It's normally this game I'm gonna grab, you know. So fighting game perfection, maybe. I'm so excited. I gotta be honest, I'm a Street Fighter guy, aren't I? I'm more excited for Street Fighter 6 compared to Tekken 8. Visually, Tekken 8 looks fucking amazing, I'm not gonna lie. But this game, very good game. I used to call it Akuma because he was my only character I used to play. But I've said it before, I'm not gonna go say the full story. But Akuma is responsible for me getting back into or falling back in love with Tekken. Okay, so Tekken fucking 7 is my number 3 game, Bambino. Number 2, I'll show off. I got the Amiga edition. I pre-ordered this. I got the t-shirt there. Might actually fit me now. It came with the t-shirt, but yeah, the Amiga edition, a couple of extra DLC stuff, some pictures which I got framed throughout my games room. Yeah, this game is amazing, and the more I play it, the more fun it is. I'm really happy with the DLC Samurai Showdown. I don't know if I would have gone. No, I'm really happy. So I got Haramaru and Nakaru. They're the two main ones. I'd Batali Dagger. I don't know where I'd go instead. Because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get people to visit Samurai Showdown, aren't they? I think that's what they're trying to do. But that DLC got me back into playing this game. I play it every week. It's a fucking amazing game, this is. And I pre-ordered this game, and the day it came out, I was ill. I couldn't go to bed. I never phone in sick, but I was ill on that day. I had one of those funny bugs, you know. But yeah, so happy with this game. Visually, I prefer 2002 and King of Fighters 13, but I think this will age really well. The art style and stuff like that, you know. I like the short story mode. The story mode isn't going to take you hours to complete. It's very arcadey. That's everything I love about a fighting game, you know. Yeah, so that is my number 2 fighting game on the PlayStation 4, Bambino. And it's back. I'm back in love. I've had a love-hate relationship with this game, okay? But my number 1 fighting game on the PlayStation 4 has to be Street Fighter 5. Whatever, yeah. As of yesterday, somebody commented, thank you so much, basically my internet, I paid for, it's really frustrating, right? It's been over a year. The struggle is real, isn't it? Poor, pray for me, guys. Pray for Tony. I paid for season 5, but I was living at home with my mother, and Danabiki downloaded, Rose downloaded, and a couple of the other characters, but Akira didn't. But then I bought my house, and I've been with Virgin Media, and there's some stupid protection thing. You've got to switch. It's just a switch, right? But it doesn't let you. It's like to protect your kids from buying stuff or adult content. But Mortal Kombat 11 runs perfectly fine, no issues. But there's an issue, it thinks this is violent, too violent or something. So all you got to do is turn that off. Turned it off, came upstairs, boom, all the characters are there playing, all the stages, everything it should be. I can use my in-game currency. I got hundreds of thousands stored up. For some reason, half the game was working. But now, I've been playing it a ton this morning. Yeah, I finally, it's like a new game again, and this should keep me going now till June 2nd, isn't it? Yes, I'm so happy. I'm finally, this is the reason I wanted to do this video anyway, to talk about this, but maybe in 3 to 4 months, the way I'm feeling might have died down, but I love this game. Like I think I said it on what I've been playing, watching, reading. Oh, I did say it once. Even if I got a spare 10 minutes, I'll still play this game when I'm waiting for someone to pick me up or something. Like I remember when I was living at home with my mother, my PlayStation was in my bedroom, but the bedroom was at the front of the house. So while I'm chilling upstairs anyway, waiting for see the car come in, I may as well be playing something. So this is always my go-to. Yeah, I love this game. The more I play it, the more I love it. And as well, some of the faces look slightly different. There must have been a patch that they've updated there. I've got all of that, and it was instant. It's all done, you know. So shout out Street Fighter 5 Bambino. I'm so happy. That is my number one as of right now fighting game, and there's a lot of content in there as well, you know. There's so much art. I love the art galleries, right? And there's tons. Now I can go back and unlock them all. And yes, I got to do hard mode. People don't like the fact that I do easy mode now and again. I've addressed that, but I will be doing hard mode because I will unlock every single thing in this. I have completed story mode. No, I couldn't beat Ken at the end. Ryu's got to fight Ken, or he plays Ken. You got to fight Ryu. I can't remember. It's been a while. I'll do story mode again anyway. Story mode's alright on it, you know. But if it's just raw gameplay, this is fighting game perfection in my opinion. So I'm back in love with this fucking game. Yes, I'm really happy as well. So I'm not going to have any issues because my worry was I pre-order. Obviously, I'm going to pre-order Street Fighter 6. I'm going to remortgage the house and get the top fucking version, platinum version, whatever it's called, yeah. But then how annoying would it be if all the DLC didn't work? But it's such a relief knowing it will work because all I have to do is flick that switch, you know. So yes, welcome back, baby. My number one. It's probably my favourite game of the year again now. I know it didn't come out this year, but yes, Bambino. Yeah, the video's gone on. Oh my god, 51 minutes. It feels like 21 minutes because I'm talking about fighting games, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, please remember to Hadouken that subscribe button. I will love you forever and ever. Good fucking bye.